If you like them big, then this is the deck for you. Dragonlord Atarka comes smashing into Brawl with one of the scariest looking artworks, power, toughness, and abilities for any dragon. 8/8, flying trample for 7. It's a decent rate. It's not many hits before you kill your opponent. It comes in, smacks 5 damage among anything you choose. It's pretty crazy. Pretty much a board wipe. Most people have a few 1/1s out, even Planeswalkers. This is just going to smack them in the face. But yeah, the whole deck is kind of a tribute to ramping. You want to ramp the hell out of everything and get into this guy and probably win. But before that happens, you got another few ways to annoy your opponent. Itali, just a crazy card. Xenagos just gives you so much haste and extra smackage. Same with Helena. Helena and Elena is basically a smaller version of Xenagos. We have a few dragons in here, actually. We have Goldspan Dragon, Glorybringer, Dragon Hawk. And the reason for that is because we have Urza's Incubators, so we want to kind of make the most out of getting this 2 mana discount, which is significant. 6 mana from 8 is, 25% faster, so that is significant. And also making your Dragon Hawk just 3 mana is really significant. That's a huge difference on these terrifying dragons. So if you get these out early, it's pretty fast. So yeah, you want to get dragons out, you want to give them more haste. Reckless Stormseeker does that really well. Rising of the Day, we've got Enduring Courage just to give our creatures haste. Anything to give haste is just fantastic. And then the Pierce to Resistance, this is the secret tech I don't like to tell many people. Sarkhan's Unsealing. This is incredible. When you cast a creature spell with power 7 or greater, it deals 4 damage to each opponent, each creature, and Planeswalker they ignore. This is basically a board wipe. And remember, this is a cast trigger. So even if Dragonlord Atarka gets countered, your opponent's field is so screwed. So this is just absolutely wonderful. There's not that many creatures that trigger this, but our commander certainly does. And when it does, it's very destructive. Itali does as well. And then, it's just game over, man. Game over. So Dragonlord Atarka, join me in today's video. Hope you enjoy it. Like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can donate via Ko-fi. And if you do, you can get a custom video and you can go become a channel member on YouTube itself, or you can become a patron on Patreon. And there you get access to a special custom video as well, but also access to Discord through all these means. So let's get into the games. Nice one. Okay, birds, removal, haste, and ramp. Well, not ramp, but power boost versus Kalia. Going to put some big stuff into play. Definitely combo-y in nature, because one attack from this, that doesn't even have to land, and the biggest, baddest creature comes down. It's scary, but to be fair to it, it only has 2 toughness, so I can't really complain about that. Let's go for Rising. Hopefully I get a land next turn, otherwise we're going to be a bit behind. That's the curse of the bird. The curse of the burst? The curse of the bird. The bird might look good early on, but if we can't follow up with anything... There we go. That was lucky. And we get to attack with a doggo. A good doggo. This is underrated. Definitely probably the most underrated of the glimmers. Haste is so good, though. +2 and haste on anything that comes down is awesome. Colorless means that they can't play the commander. Damn, that's a shame for them. I think you can definitely go a bit too far with the colourless lands. I'd rather just get lots of coloured mana sources because it means you have more chance of playing multiple spells. Why is the opponent... I was going to say, I thought they're going to counter that or something. Okay, let's go for the God Eternal. Boom. Gives +2 haste. It already has a power boost here with the Rising of the Day as well. That's quite an attack, isn't it, if this lands? Blimey. If they kill the dog, it comes back as an enchantment as well. If they kill this, then it comes back later on. So, Kenzan, they're going to make 2 blockers. That's a shame. That is a significant turn, because it meant they chomped a hell of a lot there. And, damn, props to them. That was definitely the best move. That was definitely the move to be doing there. To be fair. Well, we definitely have to abrade. Actually, do we just... Let's just do it in this order so we can kill the Mind Stone as well. Because by doing this, we're actually slowing down their future mana production. and we're taking them even further away from recasting their commander, which is significant when their commander is the crux of the deck. But I can almost guarantee majority of the cards in the deck will be red, red, black, black in nature, and their current mana sources are just not looking that good. They've only got 2 red, 1 white, 1 black, so big demons and big dragons will be very mana intensive. So Kalia acts as like a super mana ramp card. Let's just go for the migration path. So this is going to ensure that we get Dragonlord Atarka soon thereafter, which I like that. Sometimes you have to take a turn off to prepare for the future. 100%. 100%. The cool thing about Enduring Courage is, if you play a Mana Dork in subsequent turns after him, it means that your Mana Dorks are now coming in for 2 to 3 damage haste, which is also just kind of crazy, because one of the downsides of having loads of Mana Dorks in a deck like ours is late game they are absolutely useless. They're combined with, you know, this, and there's one right there. So let's see if this can resolve it. Maybe they have some kind of protection. But yeah, this has got trample, even though that's got flying, first strike, lifelink. Oh my goodness, awesome. That was just a beautiful series of events there that just led to a perfect victory. Lovely. Alright, we go second against Urza, Lord Protector. But we do have Cindercone Smite, which is very nice when you go in second, in fact, because it gives you a treasure. I keep wanting to say Silicone Smite, but that would be something very different. Urza. So, Azorius Controlius. Or Azorius Artefactius. Maximus. Craziness. Just play something like Esper Sentinel. Play an Esper Sentinel. And then I'll be cool. I'll be cool then. I can kill it. Iron Crag. Hey. That ain't what I said you could do. Alright, well, ramp. That's kind of nice. Sarkhan's Unsealing going to be good against control, because it's a cast trigger. Doesn't have to resolve. Probably go for Brittle Blast if they go for Urza. Yeah, okay. Land drop? Land drop? Where's your land drops at? Surely you got one, bro. Okay, there we go. So that means they've got 2 mana up for any of the top spells. Okay. That feels nice being able to kill that. But yeah, going second when you have 2 support enchantments feels a bit wrong, because you kind of want to get these out before doing anything else, but it's such a fast-paced format, you have to kind of just spend most of your turns just getting rid of the threats. Which is unfortunate. Land. Let's go for Guardian Project. I can tell they're itchy to counter something with their 4 mana open. But secretly, I don't really mind for that one to get countered too much. I'd rather resolve the Incubator or Unsealing, I think. If we can. It's such a shame that counter spells are like the dominant force in this game, because the idea of counter spells is it's one type of card in one color, but it's just everywhere. It's kind of crazy. Right, they're going to counter this as well. Hello? Is anybody home? Holy moly. Liberator. Okay, that's going to be a good target for us. Cindercone Smite next turn. They can flash in artifacts. Ominous Lockbox. Sounds like a tongue twister. Secretly choose a number between 1 and 20. Whenever opponent casts a spell with mana value equal to the chosen number, sacrifice this. If you do, copy that spell and you may choose a new target. Oh my god. That's... Oh, that's scary. I don't like that. I do not like this. So if I cast Dragonlord Atarka, theirs will resolve first. Oh, jeez. That is not cool, dude. Let's try and deal 4 damage here then. Gonna flash that in, which makes that bigger. And a sculpting steel. So 2 foundry inspectors. Okay. Let's kill one of these. Is there any merit to playing this? I think so, because it gives us uncountable commander mana. Okay, I mean, I feel like we've gotten past a few of the hurdles here. It's almost guaranteed this is going to be on a 7, isn't it? So can we actually get away without ever playing Atarka? Because it's a known quantity. It's very likely they say 7. This is also just so frigging broken. So broken, lightning bolt. So let's go for this. And then we can name Dragon. And again, if this just gets countered, then so be it, but... Terror of the Peaks. 4 damage to Urza. That's so crazy. Sarkhan's Unsealing plus Terror of the Peaks. It's just kind of crazy. Because it's like giving this thing double strike in a weird way. Now give it haste. Reflection Net. Exile it until it leaves. And then target who you control becomes a copy of a creature card exiled with it. So they can have their own Terror of the Peaks. Flip an heck. Okay. Guardian Idol. So the question is, do we want to give them a Dragonlord Atarka? Oh boy. But the thing is, we have to do this because it kills all their things. So yeah, it was 7. But you know what? This is actually kind of cool. Although it does kill our Surak, to be fair. But I think... no, it doesn't. Actually, no, this is fine. Right, so then it does 4 damage to all their creatures. Then Atarka comes down and kills their Atarka. So you know what? That actually worked. That was sublime. That actually worked out perfectly. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. The sequencing there. It just worked in our favour. Ominous Lockbox. I'm definitely going to maybe unlock that. That is really crazy. This can become your opponent's commander for 2 mana before they... That's really just weird. So they can have this become that as a sorcery. So they can't do it in... Let's just deal 3 to them, because that can't kill the Urza anyway. So they'll be on 9. Oh, that's it. You can block Guardian Idol. 4 damage to them. Oh my goodness, this is the star card of the deck. Sarkhan's Unsealing. I think we got very lucky there, guys, to be honest. This card. Oh, brutalized. Beautiful. And all this with one of our Terror of the Peaks still trapped in the net, which is quite funny. It's a strong net, I have to say. Alright, let's see if we can defeat Glarb. Sultai, Surveil, Value Engine. It's kind of like a Sultai, but it's a Citadel. 4 big things. Big things and lands. Very, very similar to Citadel. Although you have to pay mana, but you get the idea. Playing stuff off the top is just so good. Terra Sunder. Ooh. Okay. You're being spicy. Yeah, okay, we'll get ourselves a forest. That is what you call basically bolting the bird. I think that was the right move. You don't normally see someone use premium removal on a treasure, but you know what? I can see it. I can see it. Go for Dragon. Let's go for Questing Beast. Let us begin the onslaught. They have Death Touch as well. Hey, if they want to trade their value for my guy, please. Getting the damage in early is great. Questing Beast is slowly becoming one of my staples in green. I never used to see it before, but the fact it can hunt walkers, you know, it's really good. Oh, they're confident doing that now. Even though they only have 2 mana open. I think that, unless they want to get a land maybe on top, that could be it. Interesting. So go for the rhythm. This. Rebel Salvo. That's actually decent. And then go for Runner Elves. +1 counter. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's all looking towards Dragonlord Atarka coming down next turn, killing Glava, then smacking with haste, which is pretty significant. Ashiok. Ah, okay. Well, maybe that doesn't bode so well then. Return, and we discard and get rid of this. Yeah, that's a shame. Interesting that they... Well, we definitely... Okay, so do this. Oh, actually, no, this works out bad, doesn't it? Oh, no, the hate... view battlefield. Shame we don't... Because we can give it +1/+1 and attack in, but then it will be blocked. Wait, no, won't it? Yeah, sorry, it's either or. So we go counters. And then we kill that, because otherwise Ashiok's going to make just so many blockers. So we have to just sort that out now. What's Surveilling 2 going to do in response? Tell me, guys. There is nothing on Earth that would change with the Surveil in response there. And we also can just make food. So now we have 2 guys that can make mana. Enough mana for Dragonlord Atarka next turn. Uncounterable. Nowhere to run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have to have another removal spell for Gilded Goose. That's it. As if they have another. So now we have to naturally top deck a land. That is BS, that is. You know what? Let's going to go for the Glob. Because their Liliana now hurts their hand. So they've certainly had most removal. You know what? Most people's decks I see is just removal these days. Or, yeah, I don't know. That's just a format, isn't it? It's just removal. Everything kills something, pretty much. And then, yeah, it's a real shame we can't play the Dragonlord Atarka, because that would have done a 2 for 1. That would have been 5 damage. Would have been enough to kill Liliana and the Glob. Nicely. Liliana only affects them for now. Wow, they're discarding this. If they have a reanimation spell, we are in a lot of trouble, though. Oh, come on. Why? What the hell? And it's got lifelink. I honestly do not think there is a way we can deal with that here. Okay, natural land. I guess +1 counter. 4 and then 1. I want to kill the Glub. The Glub is actually probably more powerful here than the Liliana, because the Liliana just hurts their hand right now.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Okay. God damn, they got so lucky with their removal. Because the other part is, because they did everything they did meant that we got Dragonlord Atarka 1 turn later. So, Velgavoth. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I do find it difficult to recover in this deck. It is very difficult to recover. We keep facing discard.
We all have things
Discard decks, which is quite unfortunate. Carrick's Uprising, okay. We get to draw a card. And then I guess we just try and kill the Liliana, because otherwise she's going to -2 and kill us anyway. You can't block with this, mate. Okay. Right. We're both top decking now.
Favors the foolish, after all.
Can we get around this? Valgot. I hate... Sometimes I feel like, do I predict things into being real? Oh, I just don't like it. Reanimate Velgavoth. As if they had the perfect... And they also had an Emrakul as well. They could have equally done it with this, which would have been probably worse, actually, because the only reason they didn't do that is because they had this dream of casting this, or, I don't know. Oh, no. That just became an Emrakul. Okay, fair enough, we die. Is that exactly 25? 15? Oh, no. No, it's more. Okay, well, we lose in the most kind of predictable and extravagant way. Well, it was predictable because I bloody predicted it. Nobody can deny that. Just finish me off, dude. You don't need to search for 2 specific lands to get you more lands. I'm dead. I have no cards in hand. I have no cards in hand. I'm going to give you this victory. Just get the satisfaction. Get the endorphin rush. There we go. Cool, moving on then. This is actually a pretty good counter hand towards the Tiny Bones because they want to discard our cards in our hand from our hand and then replay them from our graveyard. But if we can resolve Clothis, it means that we can just exile them instead. And we will be able to prevent them from using all of our good cards. Now, normally we want to exile our opponent's things. So we do lose a little bit of value in a way. But you know what? Clothis is going to be good. They haven't made us discard it, so. Sweet. Clothis, and I don't think there's many ways that can deal with it. There's a couple of black spells that can make us sacrifice enchantments, but hopefully it can stick around a bit. It can help us ramp as well. Exiling the land. Can they exile lands? Non-land, okay. And a Gix. Well, luckily we have the Arrow of Devastation soon, hopefully. And we get a land. Do you know what? Because we got a land in our hand, I'm just going to go for Arrow of Devastation. That should certainly secure our victory here. That is a significant board wipe because it gets the commander and one of the best mono black value engines ever made. If you see this guy, removing him is of utmost priority because the ceiling on this card is insanity. Most cards would cap you, drawing 1 card maybe per, turn for 3 mana, but this triggers on each creature attacking, and eventually it just becomes kind of insurmountable. Phyrexian Arena, okay. Let's just get rid of that then. So what can we do here? If we go for Sarkin, we can only cast dragon spells afterwards. I think we'll just go for Cultivate. So I would love to be able to keep the Return of the Wild Speaker. I think this is going to essentially keep us in the game if we can keep it. But I get the feeling that they're going to be able to disrupt us with a lot of discard effects. Considering it's a discard commander, who knows? We'll see. They're going to make us discard half the cards rounded up. Okay. We'll get rid of these 2. Halfling. Exile that. Now, I say this all the time, but once we have nothing in our hands, I'm actually going to play this out as well. Then just tick up here.
They are coming.
As long as we have the threat of 7 mana, we're just going to deter them from playing any creatures. Now, of course, they can just make a discard Return the Wild Speaker, but combining the Phyrexian Arena damage per turn with the Clothis damage per turn, that's a lot of damage every single turn. That's 3 damage they're taking. So we'll see if they can manage to subdue that bleeding. As long as we have the 7 mana up. Oh, Planeswalker's gone. At the same time, they are keeping our stuff at bay, so... Blimey, okay. It's legit just loads and loads of kill spells. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can just play this for no value, but I don't know. I guess this means they have to have the removal, which it's likely that they do. I think I want to do a weird thing here. If they kill it, we just put it into our graveyard so we can then exile it. And then deal 2 more. Shieldred. Oh boy. Okay. Just an extra 2 damage we can deal. Now we can move him. So they're at 13. This Return of the Wild Speaker is just not going to be very effective here, is it? Only if it has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Well, that's going to suck. If they put Return of the Wild Speaker in the graveyard, it means that they're going to have to flip the Shieldred. But try our best here. Okay, Signet. Again, it's one of those weird games where exiling our own things somehow is more beneficial than exiling their things. Kind of weird. Hostile Investigator, target opponent discards. Oh, that's a different artwork. Yeah, so we never ever got to use that, which is such a shame. They've just got far too many cards with these 2 things going on. So we just have to basically pray that our Clothis can win us this game. Yeah, we'll get rid of the creatures in case they have some kind of resurrection thing with this going on. I guess we'll play it again. They probably have yet another removal. But we're just kind of making them have it, aren't we? 5 damage to Shieldred. If they make this come back from the grave, then we just lose Atarka. Okay, another removal spell. Bloody hell. Move it to the command zone. I guess so. With there's so many other cards now we need to kind of want to exile. I think adding it makes it worse. If they get any lifelink, we just kind of die. Down to 7. The worst thing they could possibly draw for us would be something like a Shieldred. Make us discard a card. We have no cards left. And a Rankle. Ah, lifelink. Oh, that's so irritating. They've freaking got the bloody lifelink on this with haste as well. Has lifelink as long as opponent controls no creatures. Oh, come on. What on earth? What on earth? What are the odds that they got that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need 2 more lands in order to play Atarka again. So now we are going to struggle. Perpetually going up like that. That's crazy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10, 11. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So we do have enough to kill the Rankle. With the Atarka one more time. Because we desperately have to here. Hopefully they don't have a way to get any bigger. Let's just deal 5 to that Rankle. Do they have another way to kill Atarka? Oh! Look how many resources left here. Mono Black is literally just... It's just kill spells, isn't it? Oh dear. Okay. Down to 8. But they've just drawn so many cards, it's... I don't know. If they have any more lifelink, I just don't know if we'll be able to keep up. Unless we get another board wipe or something. Or a big kill spell. Can they do it? Cast non-land permanent. So if we get rid of Sarkin, then we don't really have any threats left. Each opponent discards, so we don't have any more cards to discard. What does this become? No lifelink. They're just trying to basically race the damage here. And of course they had another kill spell. The fact this makes treasures as well. Sorry, it makes clues. It's going to be tough. And a waste not. Well, yeah, we've got nothing to waste. Dragonhawk. Okay. Well, this is going to be an extra 2 damage if we don't have something on top that we want to play. 5 mana to play it as well. It's a land, so that's going to be an extra 2 because we're not going to play that. Takes them to 4. So they go down to 3 here. This could be their final turn, depending on what. Now we have kind of sacrificed the ability to play Dragonlord 1 turn early here by not playing that land, but I think that was necessary to play that, not play that land to do that extra damage because it's just getting too close now. They have done insanely well considering, you know, their life is... It just goes to show that you can win with 1 life. You don't need life to win the game. Life is a resource, and especially with black. Tempts you that each player mills cards equal to Bloomin' Heck. Okay. So the next turn they destroy all non-legendary creatures. So that's both of their creatures then. Why are they attacking with that? I am not even going to... Actually, I can't even block it because it's got the 1 ring. I guess they did that to draw a card, yeah. It makes sense. But they've already used, like, so many removal spells. It's, they got very lucky early on. Cool. Basically, that was a battle of attrition. We got through the end there. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.